Hello everyone, my name is Joseph Radzwion IV, your trusted attorney with Radzwion Law PLLC, and today we are looking at an article that I wrote for the Armed Citizens Legal Defense Network as one of their affiliate attorneys, answering the question that they sent out. Number one, do you wish your state would allow permitless carry? Why or why not? But before we get into that, if you support the Second Amendment, hit that like button and leave us a comment below if you think Michigan should become a permitless carry state. Constitutional carry. So a couple things. Stick around till the end of the post today. I'm going to give my thoughts on whether I recommend people here in the state of Michigan should let their CPLs lapse or expire if the state does go into constitutional carry or permitless carry. So let's dive right in here. The first question that the affiliate attorneys were asked was, do you wish your state would allow permitless carry? Why or why not? So my response was yes. For the most part, I do wish that our state allowed permitless carry. Then it would be in line with the Second Amendment of the Constitution and the founders of the country, how they intended free citizens to be able to carry firearms for the defense of themselves, for their families, and for their neighbors. So having permitless carry would alleviate every county in the state of Michigan from having to take an exorbitant amount of time processing hundreds and hundreds of CPLs or concealed pistol licenses every year, and thus reducing the overall amount of taxpayer dollars that the counties use to complete those tasks. The funds could then be used for alleviating other situations like the roads that never got fixed and other issues that go on. Permitless carry does pose some legal issues here in the state of Michigan, and we're going to discuss those in just a minute. But one of the questions that the affiliate attorneys were asked was, what advantages, if any, do my armed clients have because they have a carry permit? Okay, and if your state passed the permitless carry law, would I suggest armed citizens let their licenses lapse? I'm going to talk about that here in a second. If permitless carry passed, one of the biggest advantages is that they would not have to take an 8-hour training course and pay the county a fee and go through all of that application process. Okay. Now, some of the issues that would arise if permitless carry were immediately enacted and they got rid of CPLs is that there are Michigan residents that travel in and out of state. Michigan, I have clients that travel in and out of state that they would not be able to carry their pistols into that state because they would no longer have a Michigan CPL. So some states recognize Michigan CPL as a valid permit, even if you're going through or coming into to hang out in their state or to visit their state. That would be an issue for those clients. The other thing I think people don't realize is that if Michigan gets rid of a CPL and only does permitless carry or constitutional carry, the current way the law reads is that a CPL holder the Michigan law allows a CPL holder to carry a pistol into certain buildings or onto certain properties that otherwise firearms cannot be brought into. And for example, Michigan law prohibits pistols in theaters, banks, and any business with a liquor license under the Liquor Control Code, which means most gas stations, grocery stores, and drugstores, convenience stores, and restaurants, you would not be able to take a firearm into those places, right? But currently, the Michigan law reads that if you have a CPL, you are at least able to possess a firearm, a pistol on the premises of these places, okay? And if Michigan were strictly a constitutional carry state, I think that the restrictive places like gas stations, grocery stores, all of that we just talked about, it would become a burden for people trying to carry a gun under this permitless carry because they wouldn't be able to take their guns into those places, okay? So my opinion is that a constitutional carry state may reduce the amount of people that would carry on a day-to-day basis simply just because of the places that they're trying to go and that they'd be restricted from carrying a pistol into those places. So the next question that they asked the affiliate attorneys is, will Michigan become a permitless carry state? This is the part where you're going to head on over to the blog page to read my policy reasons as to why I think Michigan will do what they do. And that's quite interesting. I think most of you will be surprised on what my commentary is for there. So in conclusion, I think that if the Michigan legislature were going to pass permitless carry into law, I would only recommend Michiganders who have valid CPLs. I would only recommend them let their licenses lapse if the restrictive pistol laws were also repealed. In my opinion, repealing of the restrictive laws seems very unlikely at this point, and that's why I don't recommend Michigan residents who have valid CPLs let them lapse, even if there are talks of this constitutional carry being passed. Again, if you enjoyed today's video, please leave us a comment below and tell us what your thoughts are on Michigan becoming a constitutional carry state. I appreciate everyone watching. Please do head on over to our blog to see the full article. And until we see you again, stay safe out there. Thanks for watching. If you like these case updates and our other informational posts that we make, head on over to our website, radzwionlaw.com, and as soon as the homepage loads, our Never Miss Another Post box will pop up. If you enter your email address here and click the I Want to Receive Updates box, then the subscribe box, you will have a link sent to your email inbox every time that we do a case update or another post. This is the most sure and effective way to see our content, and some of which may be exclusive content, rather than looking for it on our social media or waiting for that social media notification to come through.